Hey, welcome back to Windy Hill. It's another beautiful day in Oklahoma. Kind of cool this morning. Started out at about 60 some, 65, 66 degrees. And we're supposed to get up to in the 90s today. So yeah, it's a beautiful day to be out here working. A little hot at times, but anyway. So today I'm going to talk about a little modification that I've done to an old Spico log splitter. You know, I have times out there when I'm trying to work with chunks of wood that are too big to lift. Now, the log splitter will tilt up, which is fine, but you still got to wrestle that big old log around. And some of them, you know, 200-300 pounds, and I'm 70 years old. So I don't like doing that anymore. But anyway, I'll show you real quick what I've done to that, and then I'll turn you loose. Okay, this is my old wood splitter. It's an old one. Got a new filter on it. I just changed the hydraulic fluid. I try to do that every year. But like I said, you'll unpin it right there, and you can tilt it up. It pivots on that hinge point right there. Anyway, and you can stand it on end, and that puts that base plate on the ground. But again, like I said, it's a little hard to lift sometimes. So what I've done is I took a receiver hitch for a 2-inch receiver. I welded it on. Don't look at my weld, that's ugly looking. Anyway, and then I took a piece of 1.5" ID 2-inch OD pipe and stuck in there. And I welded it onto this piece of 2.5-inch pipe. And then I inserted a piece of 2-inch pipe into it. Got a grease fitting on it so we can grease the thing. Okay, spun it around so the lighting's a little better. As you can see, there's a 2-inch receiver hitch. The pin's too long. I'll get rid of that here one of these days. Anyway, and a piece of square tubing inside it, structural tubing. And I've come up, put a grease fitting on it so I can lubricate it. Put this little winch on here. Bought it on Amazon for $29. And anyway, it came with the cable. And I bought these rollers also on Amazon. And I've welded them all on. And I come down, and I've had this for a while. I use it on my tractor to drag logs up out of the woods so I can work on them. Anyway, so I just take those log tongs, or I can wrap a chain around it and lift it up, set it here on the cradle, and go to town. No, I didn't do like some people did and take you through the whole build process, but you know, who wants to hear a bunch of grinding and arc welding going on? So anyway, but that's the gist of it. It works great. So the only thing missing on the log tongs, I guess you noticed, is I took the hook off, and I'm picking up a 5/8 inch lifting eye, which would be way over capacity on this whole thing. But anyway, when I get that done, I'll put it into those lifting tongs and go to work with it. So if you have any questions, put it in the comments. You got any comments, put those there too. Again, as usual, if you think this is the dumbest thing you've ever seen, give me a thumbs down and be nice. Tell me why. So we'll keep trying. Thank you very much. Okay, I didn't want to bore you with a whole bunch of stuff like this, but anyway, this is where I've been out here cutting up some trees. As you can see, I got a lot more to do, but I've got this one hooked on to a log. This is just for demonstration. This one probably doesn't weigh but 100 and a quarter. So anyway, we'll get hooked up here and see if we can drag that thing. Like that. Looks like it's going to work, so all right.